Hi guys, so today I thought I'd do a video all about your dissertation. I know it seems like a kind of poop subject to do a rambly video on, but I saw an article the other day and it really just brought back memories of me doing my dissertation. Everyone goes on about how your dissertation is the most awful time at uni and it's really hard and you've got to do loads of cramming and loads of like last minute stuff, but I actually found my dissertation, the period of like uni, that I kind of enjoyed the most. And I know that's weird, but that's because you have the most control over what you do. You literally can pick your topic and run with it. I did my dissertation in 2013 and I studied at uni English literature with creative and professional writing, and overall for my degree I got a 2-1 and for my dissertation I got a first. So hopefully that will instill some confidence in my tips for you to listen to, because I kind of know what I'm talking about because I did do okay at uni and do really well in my dissertation. So tip number 1 is figure out your topic. This is by far the biggest thing that you'll do, so that is why I think it takes people months and months to think about it. But I always knew kind of the subjects that I enjoyed learning about and researching. If you don't know what you want to do, the ways that I would look at it is work out what you definitely couldn't imagine writing 10,000 words on. Like, what topics could you definitely not get your teeth into, that could you definitely not ramble on about, could you definitely not read millions of books about. Those are the things you just need to write down and think, I definitely don't want to do that, I definitely don't want to do that. And by doing that, you should kind of be left with things that you wouldn't mind doing. So for me, I definitely knew I didn't want to do anything about wartime poetry or wartime literature. I didn't want to do anything about Shakespeare because I thought that's so over subscribed with like research and thesis and dissertations. I knew that in my course as well we didn't cover chick lit or like women's literature or like, you know, bubblegum romance kind of novels, so I thought it'd be interesting to look at those kinds of books in an analytical way that we look at Shakespeare. My next part of this tip is to do something or try and find something that hasn't been done before, which is hard because everything's not been done before, because there's billions of people on this earth and someone unfortunately would have definitely thought of your idea first. Yeah, so figure out your topic by working out what you definitely don't want to do, and of the things that you haven't put on that list, look at things that haven't been done as much, or with the books that you would like to do it with. And yeah, so that would help, because as soon as you know what you're doing and it's been approved, you really can just run and do it, and you don't need to panic or like think, it's gotten to Easter and I still haven't started my dissertation. The next thing is, make sure you get on with your dissertation tutor. I cannot stress this enough. I lucked out because my dissertation tutor was the program leader and she really liked my idea. Some of my friends at uni hated their dissertation tutor and some of them changed them, and it's really about finding the right fit for you. That person is going to be the person marking your dissertation and the person that you talk to regarding any changes you want to make, any ideas that you have but you don't think it's going to fit. They are your go-to person. I'm so worrisome. I worry about any and everything that you could possibly worry about. I'd never believed in my work, like I just thought this is going to be rubbish. But my dissertation tutor, she really just encouraged me, and that's what you need when you are so full and crippled by doubt. I was like, this is rubbish all the time. Like, I'd bring each chapter to her and be like, I'm really sorry, this is all I could do. I couldn't find any literature regarding it. Like, I would always preface everything that I handed her with, I'm sorry, it's not good enough. She would always encourage me and say, no, it is good enough. These are the parts where you can maybe make that bit better and this bit better and this bit's really good. She was just so helpful. If you go to them with a clear idea, they will help you to flourish that idea into an awesome dissertation. If you have any kind of inkling that maybe you're not going to get on with them or they don't really see your vision for your dissertation, you're well within your rights to say, and seek someone else. Go to your program leader and just say, I think I need a new dissertation tutor. You are paying for this course. You are the one you're in charge of your own learning. So if you don't feel like you're getting the best out of it, then you need to make a change. 3 is read around your topic loads. Any and everything that you can find to do with your dissertation topic, read it, watch it, listen to it, anything. Valley of the Dolls and Once Is Not Enough were the 2 books that I used for my dissertation, which are both Jacqueline and Suzanne novels, and so that was my main topic. But around that I watched Sex and the City, I watched Girls, I read back issues of Cosmo, Glamour, American magazines. I read articles and dissertations regarding women's magazines and the launch of them. I read like articles about Helen Gurley Brown. I really just read any and everything to do with sexual anxiety and the changing culture of like women's interests, and that was what aided me in able to like put as much research in my dissertation as possible. The reason why this is so important is because this is your research, this is what you're bringing to the table, like this is what I've concluded from all the research I've done. So if you haven't done enough research, it's going to show. Continue to keep a bibliography every time, it's like my favourite word, and every time that you read or listen or watch something, write it down, because there's nothing worse than having to trawl through your whole dissertation to write down every single book or whatever that you've read or listened to or watched. Keep a bibliography, I probably said that completely wrong, but yeah, keep one of those as you go, and yeah, you won't regret it. It's just one less thing to worry about when you're finally done and you're like, shit, have I included everything that I need to? Break your dissertation up into digestible portions. You've spent your whole uni life doing 2,000, 3,000 word essays, and all of a sudden you're doing a 10,000 word essay. That's just... When I first heard how long a dissertation was, when I was a tiny little 18-year-old going for my first day at uni, I was like, I cannot do that. I had 3 chapters, an introduction and conclusion, and I treated them all as mini essays. So I would work on them all individually and just make sure that the beginning and end of each one like move seamlessly into the next chapter, and by doing that you feel a lot less daunted about the prospect of writing 10,000 words. So yeah, just as long as they're digestible. My last tip is where to do your dissertation, and I lived at home, so I went to uni in London and I live in London, so it made no sense to me at the time to move from where I live with my parents. So yeah, I stayed at home when I was at uni. I liked working in my room because I could put my music on and just blast it out, whatever. I liked working in my dining room because I could sit at the table and there was like light coming in from the garden, and I found that really encouraging. And I liked sitting in the library because our library was really good, that it had loads of different areas to work. So where I chose to work was really quiet. Pick a good place to do your dissertation. Your dissertation is the reason why they put it at the end of your course, is because they think that they've prepared you enough for it. And if you've done all the work as you're supposed to do, gone to all the lectures, really become a student and almost a graduate, you'll be fine and you have nothing to worry about because it's doable. I didn't think I could do it when I first started uni and they told me how long a dissertation was, but I did it and I did well. So I have every faith that if you treat it as a piece of work that you want to be proud of at the end of it, you'll be fine, and it's really not as scary as it seems. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Yeah, keep a big oh my god. Keep a big, oh my gosh.